Conor doesn't need to fight. He has everything. I respect the fact that he's coming back to fight so much because it shows that he's a fighter in his heart. You know, me, I got to a certain level and I decided to walk away. You know, Conor, he's back. It shows that he's still that fighter despite having so much success. I'm rooting for him. Proud of Conor. I'm a massive fan. I think I will be for the rest of my life. You know, he has had a lot of struggles, ups and downs, just like I have, but he always gets back on his feet, which is a huge example to see.
But when you look at what's going on the betting lines, the people that are supposed to be in the know don't tend to agree. Right now, Max Holloway is a minus 450 favorite. Conor is plus 300. That is a crazy number. Let me get to the best fight odds, right? Has Max minus 385. Those numbers tell you that they believe that we are going to see a lesser version of McGregor. But I also believe that because Conor is who he is, he will want to present something better, mostly because he will want to prove the doubters wrong. Conor McGregor, if this video comes across his timeline and he hears this, that will then spark something in him to go, let me go.
I'm very interested to see what happens in that fight. Max definitely knocked me out, but I feel like I got that win back with the Ilya Topuria fight. I would love, as I've stated hundreds of times publicly, I would love to punch Conor McGregor in the face. So yeah, I'm excited about that fight. I'm excited to be there and watch it.
Yeah, bro, like he's one of the only guys that you haven't had a chance to punch in the face.
Exactly. I mean, there's no doubt he's one of the biggest superstar in the sport, and so fighting a guy like that obviously does great things for me financially, and for my legendary status and stuff like that.
Realize the insurmountable challenge that Conor McGregor is about to take on. Like as things get closer, hype starts to die down, reality starts to set in, and we aren't there yet. Like the hype and the fireworks are still going to be going for another week or so. But as we get closer and that starts to die down, I will tell you, I find what Conor McGregor is attempting to do to be inspirational. And there are not very many, if any, famous elitist millionaires that I could be inspired by. But this task really is remarkable. You have the worst injury that I've ever seen in our sport. Now, I've seen 3 other athletes with the same injury, but I haven't seen a worse injury. You have an athlete who is returning to a weight class outside of his prime, which historically, including boxing, does not go well. And he's going into what I believe to be the hardest proposition in sport, which is a
McGregor-Holloway fight, UFC 329. Who wins that, McGregor or Holloway?
Whoever loses is bad. It's just Holloway can't lose to McGregor coming off the couch doing all the shit he's been doing, and McGregor can't afford another loss.
If McGregor loses this fight, is he done?
It depends how he loses.
Got it.
If it's like he gets steamrolled, it's just like, damn, dog, it should probably
hang it up.
Should probably call this.
As the fight gets closer, everyone in the MMA world is asking the same question: who will leave the octagon with their hand raised? This is not an ordinary fight. Conor McGregor and Max Holloway are 2 of the biggest names in UFC history, and fans cannot agree on who will win. Some believe McGregor's famous left hand will finish the fight early. They remember how he knocked out Jose Aldo in just 13 seconds and defeated Dustin Poirier in their first fight. Many people believe that kind of power never disappears. Others believe Max Holloway has the advantage. Holloway is known for his incredible cardio, non-stop pressure, and ability to keep throwing punches for 5 rounds. He never gives his opponents an easy fight. His supporters believe McGregor's long break from competition will become a problem as the fight goes on. If the fight reaches the later rounds, they think Holloway's pace and endurance could completely take over. Former UFC fighter Brendan Schaub shared one of the most interesting predictions. Instead of picking a winner, he admitted that this fight is very difficult to predict. According to Schaub, McGregor has been away from the sport for several years while MMA has continued to evolve. New champions have arrived, new strategies have developed, and the competition has become stronger. Because of that, nobody truly knows which version of McGregor will show up on fight night.
I think he wins. I do think there's a lot of questions about how McGregor, like his lifestyle outside of the cage, you know, and then being able to train, being able to juggle everything. And again, like going back to what Marvin Hagler said back in the day, man, it's hard to get up and run whenever you're sleeping in silk pajamas, you know? So like, how much is he really going out there and training? How much is he really like just putting up for show? We won't know until the fight. And I like my chances with Holloway. Again, he's been way more active. He's been in the gym. And especially even in his last fight, he didn't take much damage. So for me, I'm thinking it's more of a Holloway win. And again, also he's one of my favorite fighters. So I'm definitely going
Holloway. Again, I think he knocks him out. I don't think anyone can really argue that McGregor's hungry like he used to be. Is he hungry enough to be getting in the gym and doing the things he has to do, doing that hour bag work, doing those hours of drilling? I don't know. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I believe Holloway's hungrier. I believe he's more locked in. And
big fight coming up, Conor McGregor taking on Max Holloway. How do you feel about that fight? Especially with Conor McGregor coming back, right? He's coming back into fighting. Once again, I feel he said that he needs it. He loves it, the sport of competition. Where he's fighting Max Holloway, Max has been in the paint. He's been grinding. He's been fighting his ass off.
Said Conor. I think Conor's going to win because it's at welterweight. If it was at a lightweight, I would have picked Max.
But it's not just Conor too. But look at the excitement at 155 pounds. Like, it's back again. And particularly with Gaethje winning the belt. There's so many contenders now. Like, who's gonna be the lucky winner to get the next title shot? If Conor wins, we all know it's gonna go to Conor. But if Conor doesn't win, it could be Max Holloway, who beat Justin. It could be Charles Oliveira, or you give it to who everybody, the majority of the people actually want, in Arman Tsarukyan. And that would be the most deserving.
My guy, listen. At this point,
Justin can pick.
Justin
can pick.
Okay, if Max does get it done, what is the point of the rematch? That's not a big enough fight. It's not a big enough high for me to top what I just did at the White House. I'm done.
Oh, so really? So you're saying? Hold on, come on. Let me pause you there. So, if Conor does lose, there could be a reason that Justin Gaethje says goodbye to the sport of MMA.
I mean, I'm not speaking for him. He's his own man, but
Schaub explained that McGregor could return looking just as dangerous as he did when he defeated Eddie Alvarez to become the UFC lightweight champion. But he could also struggle with ring rust after such a long absence. Until the fight actually begins, Schaub believes every prediction is mostly a guess rather than a fact. Many fans respected his honest opinion because he refused to make a prediction without enough proof. Former two-division UFC champion Henry Cejudo had a different opinion. He believes many fans are writing McGregor off too quickly. Cejudo agreed that staying away from the cage for several years can affect timing, speed, and confidence. However, he also believes McGregor's greatest weapon has never disappeared. His powerful left hand is still one of the most dangerous punches in MMA, and it only takes one clean shot to change the entire fight. According to Cejudo, McGregor does not need to outwork Holloway for 5 rounds. Instead, he needs to stay calm, avoid getting into Holloway's fast pace, and wait for the perfect opportunity to land his left hand. At the same time, Holloway remains a huge threat because of his non-stop pressure, excellent cardio, and ability to wear opponents down. That is why both fighters have a real chance of winning, making this one of the most exciting matchups in recent UFC history. In the end, Nobody knows how this fight will play out. Brendan Schaub believes there are too many unknowns to make a confident prediction. Henry Cejudo believes McGregor's knockout power can still change everything in one moment. Holloway's supporters believe his pressure and conditioning will be too much over 5 rounds. Every opinion makes sense, but the real answer will only come inside the octagon. One thing is certain, this is a fight every MMA fan will want to watch. Let us know your prediction in the comments. Who wins, Conor McGregor or Max Holloway? Increase memory for more relevant answers. Upgrade to expand the amount of detail ChatGPT can bring into responses from your saved files and past conversations. Upgrade to Plus.